Before we start, I got a new mic. Please say hello to Angelica. She's silver and she's hot. Anyways, I want to talk about growing up, finding your purpose, because I feel like I'm in a state of mind right now, or like a position in my life right now where I'm totally lost. Like, I think it's because I overwork myself too much and I kind of lead myself into like a subconscious burnout, but I'm kind of the type of person who doesn't believe in burnout until it's actually there. So that's me right now. Now, we have a life and we all grow up. We are not going to be babies forever, but I feel like for some of us, growing up is like very scary. And I don't know if like anyone feels like this, but for myself, like I genuinely am scared to grow old and have a family and have kids, because I, like right now, I don't have my life together. Like, yeah, I might seem like a lot of people actually tell me that I'm doing a lot for my age, but I don't know why. Like, I don't feel like I'm doing enough. I don't feel like I will be a successful person. Like, sometimes I feel like I need to do more and more and more, and that's why I just keep getting burnt out. And also because of like pressure. Like, I feel like as young adults we are kind of expected to have our lives together, which is just absolute BS, because who is supposed to have their life together at the age of like 20, 21, 22? Like, that is just BS. So let's just get that out of the way. Whoever expects you to have your life together and go into university thinking that, I'm gonna have my dream career in university and I'm gonna graduate and I'm gonna have a family and I'm going to live in a barn house with my husband and raise 7 children, please. Okay, honestly, no hate. Like, if you do have your life figured out, good for you. But this video is kind of like for the people who don't have it figured out. I think that having uncertainty in your life is very important, because it kind of gives your life adventure and excitement, but it's scary. Okay, I don't know whether in 5 years I'm gonna be living in a mansion or I'm gonna be homeless. I don't know. I don't know in 5 years if my parents are going to be in their graves. I don't know if they're gonna die or that I'm gonna be here with them still. I don't know if 5 years I'm gonna be in a relationship or if I'm not gonna be in a relationship. Like, that aspect is very scary. In a way, it kind of holds me back from living and achieving to my full potential. I think a big pill for me to swallow was that nobody owes me anything. Nobody is gonna guide me in my life. Yeah, I might meet people here and there who are gonna, help me excel in my life, but there's no guarantee. It's just me saving myself. It's just me guiding myself. And it's almost like, I feel like from jumping to your teenage years to your young adult years is so hard. From living in your parents' house to be expected to live on your own for some people is so difficult. Like, I just want to be in bed. I just want to do my homework. I just want to go to work and get it over with. I don't want to worry about paying rent. I don't want to worry about working. I don't want to worry about dealing with difficult people. Like, I don't want to worry about taking care of a whole family if you're like a man, or if you're someone who's like has a more masculine role, because we are just expected, and even like men who are young, they are just expected to have everything together, who like have their career planned out, to have their own business, to be rich and get married by the age of 25. I personally believe that I don't think men should get married at like early age. Like, if I have a son, I don't think I will tell him to like get married at an early age. I think that even women, like, I think that marriage is something that should be done later down the line when you're kind of done with life, unless you find like your soulmate in your 20s. Like, that's whatever. But I think that the most appreciative marriages are the ones that are, done after the two people have kind of experienced the world, if you know what I mean. But anyways, yeah, just jumping out of that comfort is hard. It's difficult. Sometimes I worry about like where I'll live. What if my parents aren't alive anymore? How am I gonna cope with that? What if relationships don't work out? What if I don't get into university? Like just that overthinking and stuff. But in a way, our brain kind of tricks ourselves into thinking that it's okay to overthink about these things, especially when it comes to our future, because we have been told from a young age that you should worry about your future. Keyword worry. Being honest with you, the best decisions that have been made in my life is when I stopped worrying and I detached. The best outcomes that have came in my life is when I wasn't chasing after them. The best grades that I've gotten, if you're someone who's awfully academic, is when I wasn't focusing on going into university. I just focused on what that thing meant at the time, which was just getting an A+. I didn't care about going to university. I was just getting that A+, and that's what I got. The best times that I have made money is not to save for my future. It's just to make money. You see the pattern? Like, when you do things just to do them, saves you the burnout and gets you better results. I think it's pointless. It is so pointless to worry about our future. It's genuinely pointless. Like, I'm telling you, like, and this is worry. Like, I'm not saying you shouldn't work for your future. Like, it's very important that you get a good education, or you have some plans for your future. But worrying about your future, it's a waste of time. Let's say you work your ass off for 5 years saving up for a house, but suddenly one day you just win the lottery. That gives you a mansion. And you spend all that time worrying about saving up for a house when you could have spent it living your life. And I think that is just something that we need to understand. Even if we are taking small steps, you don't have to have $20,000 saved by the time you're 18. You don't have to have a car by the time you're 18. Let's just say you have a few $1,000s in your bank account. Let's just say you start a side hustle. It doesn't have to be a big one. Let's say you start selling candles. Maybe that little business could take off and get you, or make you become a millionaire. We think that we have to start off big. We think that, like, when I used to think of the idea of a business, I thought that it has to be big right off the bat. Like, I have to just start like taking these Amazon FBA courses and make it big, or like never make it at all. Like, no. Maybe I can start with working a part-time job. Maybe after that part-time job I can save some money. Maybe after that money saving I can invest into a business, like a candle business. Maybe after that candle business I can hire more employees and make it big. See what I'm saying? Like, it starts step by step. You're not gonna get the full picture right off the bat. It's just not gonna happen. You are definitely a perfectionist if you think that success means making it big right off the bat. You're definitely a perfectionist if you think that you have to have everything together in your life by 18. And the worst thing about perfectionists is that they never start, because they're too damn scared to start. They are so obsessed with the idea of having something that's perfect that they never start at all. They're too scared to fail. Let's say you fail. Let's say you lose $2,000 on a business that you invested in. What next? Give yourself 3 months and you'll make that money back. Invest in another business. Maybe you'll make double the amount you invested. Instead of imagining the worst possible outcome, why don't we imagine the best possible outcome? What if you invest into that business and you become a millionaire? What if you move out of your parents' house and you live in a mansion in a few months? Like, what's wrong with imagining that? Why is our brain always imagining the worst possible scenario? It doesn't help us. We know that for sure. It constantly derives us. And it burns us out. Have a goal in your life and write it down. There was a study that showed that in Harvard, 97% of the people versus 3% of the people who wrote their goals down were actually the ones to achieve them in a 10-year time span. If you want to become someone, write it down. Write down, hey, I'm going to become an entrepreneur or a businessman by this age. It's better than keeping it in your head and having no proof to your future self that you were ever going to become that person. Write your shit down. Also, don't be cooped up in your room. The reason we're always so lost is because we need a change of setting. Go on a walk. Take your pet out for a walk. Go tour your city in your city bus. Who knows? Maybe you'll find the love of your life. Who knows? Go book a flight to New York City in the cheapest possible economy class ever. Who knows? Maybe you'll meet someone who's gonna make you a millionaire overnight. Who knows? You know? Imagine the best possible outcome. Remember? I'm gonna head out now. It is like 12 a.m. where I am, so should probably get some sleep. If it's late for you right now, go the hell to bed. It's probably why you're so burnt out, because you're not getting enough sleep. Your cortisol levels are rising. Your cortisol levels are rising, honey. Shut off your phone and sleep. I'll see you later.